Greek people have voted to stay in the Eurozone, according to the leader of the victorious New Democracy Party. With almost all votes in the general election counted, that party's leading with nearly 30%. New Democracy leader Antonis Samaras is most likely to become Greece's new Prime Minister, calling now he is on parties who can work with him to form what he calls a national salvation government. Main parties do differ, though, on how to implement austerity measures attached to bailout loans.
Antonis Samaras is set to become the new Prime Minister of Greece. The 62-year-old's New Democracy Party achieved the highest percentage of votes in Sunday's election, beating the radical left Syriza party into second place. The leader believes it was a clear endorsement for the country to remain in the Eurozone after speculation that this second election in 6 weeks could lead to Greece returning to the drachma.
He may have won, but the task ahead is immense. Antonis Samaras, the leader of the centre-right New Democracy Party, was applauded as he made his way to the winner's podium. But for many, he was the least worst option. He represents more of the same austerity gruel, but for just under a third of voters, Mr. Samaras was the best hope of staying in the euro.
Today, the Greek people express their will to stay anchored with the euro, remain an integral part of the Eurozone, honor the country's commitments and foster growth.
Well, this is the new Prime Minister of Greece. He only has now to form a coalition government. Of course, the hard work comes tomorrow when the reality of this country's financial situation sets in. It's a big problem ahead. He says he's the man for the job.
It's likely he'll ask to renegotiate the terms of the bailout, soften some sharp edges, and he wants a plan for growth to get the country out of recession. For Syriza leader Alexis Tsipras, a night of frustration. His plan to scrap the bailout, beaten by fears it might drive Greece from the euro.
We will continue our battle, having the confidence that the future does not belong to the terrorised, but to the bearers of hope.
The old parties will rule again. A coalition is expected to be formed quickly. This, the answer many European leaders, especially Angela Merkel, were hoping for. Few expect this to be the last crisis facing this beleaguered nation, but the battered Greek spirit is still flying.
And it is there in the Greek parliament that the leading parties will now begin negotiations to try and form some kind of new coalition for Greece. The leaders of the New Democracy Party who won the vote are now working to form that government. European countries have been congratulating the leader, Antonis Samaras, on his victory and signalling a new willingness to work together to try and keep Greece in the Eurozone.
So far in Asia, everybody's breathing a sigh of relief. This is, as far as the world markets are concerned and global leaders are concerned, this is the best possible outcome of these Greek elections. So, not surprisingly, up across the board. Same with the currencies. The euro's higher versus most major currencies today. The yen falling. The yen often seen as a safe haven, so the yen losing ground. And also other things, Naga like gold and silver prices have come down. They're seen as safe havens. Oil at the highest it's been in a week, because it's thought that, you know, the sort of possible disaster such as Drachmageddon is not on our doorstep as it was feared. Therefore, you know, global demand for oil will be still there. So that's the reaction at the moment.